on, RSP fans out there? We're back here again at the RangerStop Pop 2025. The place is packed. It is bananas today.
Yeah.
This being full house. This being the last one. Everyone came to support. We'll see where this goes. Hopefully they won't shut it down. Who knows, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
But today I have a very special guest here with me. If you guys don't know who he is, well, I'm going to give you a quick rundown, and we're going to ask him some questions. Are you ready, sir?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
So our next guest is someone who truly made his mark in Power Ranger history, whether you know him as Blake Bradley, the Navy Thunder Ranger from Power Rangers Ninja Storm, or from his many roles across film and television. He's brought a unique energy, heart, and talent to everything that he does. Outside of acting, he's a passionate artist, right? I've seen a couple things about you, a creative himself, with interests that go way beyond the morphin grid. Please welcome the multi-talented Jorge Vargas. How are you today?
Thank you. How's everybody doing?
Thank you for being here.
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
First of all, is this the first one that you've done, RangerStop?
This is the first, not first RangerStop, but the first Atlanta.
The first Atlanta,
so
okay.
It's fitting that it's the last one.
Yeah,
sadly,
yeah.
But, you know,
Did you? So you did the Orlando version?
Yes, that's the one. That's the first.
Are you from Florida?
No, I'm by way of Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, Vancouver!
Yeah,
wow. Okay, and how is the differences between fans from Power Rangers up there and here? Have you done cons up there?
Actually, it's funny. I get UK. I get a lot of love of the UK, and then the States, and Canada not so much.
Canada, what are you doing?
I haven't done a con yet.
Oh, okay, never mind. Canada. Get this man into your conventions.
Let's go.
I have a couple questions here I would love to ask you.
Let's do it.
First one here is, fans know you as Blake Bradley, the Navy Thunder Ranger. When you first got the role, did you have absolutely any idea how big the Power Ranger fandom was? And what was your first, wow, this is a pretty huge moment for you?
Well, I mean, I remember being a kid, morning cartoons with my bowl of Fruit Loops, and mom and dad are behind me, and I'm watching, the ninjas and monsters and all the colors, and it's just something like, it's everything you want in a show. And then cut to years later, I think it was probably either putting on the suit.
Yeah.
When I was in my dressing room, I'm like putting all the zipping on and everything, and then feeling that of like, oh, I'm a Power Ranger. And then it was the ultimate time was when I got to line up with Jason David Frank.
Oh yes.
We had a shot where the whole team up was.
Yes, the whole team up.
So they basically line up everybody up.
Yeah.
Jorge, you stand here. Jason here. Everybody, right? And he's beside me in the lineup. So as we run up, we run up like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and you're Jason. I kept like, this grin kept coming over my face because I'm like, I'm lining up with the man, with the goat.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, the director who was like over there, all of a sudden he's like, Jorge, stop looking at Jason and stop smiling. Look forward like a hero.
Look forward like a hero.
I was like,
that's a great line, by the way.
Just so funny, like kind of constantly like,
yeah.
I couldn't help myself, man.
That was, Ninja Storm was so creative with the way that they did that season. I was so used to always watching 5 Rangers, right? You always saw a big team.
Yeah.
And I think when I saw yours, it started off with like 3. Was that right?
Yeah, it was the 3. The red, yellow, and light blue. Yeah. And then we joined up after.
Yes.
Kind of wish they had like dragged that part out.
Yes.
I like being baddie.
And
then when we became good, I was just having this conversation with a friend. We got kind of nerfed when we became good again. So it's like you lose your power.
Yes.
But that's how it be sometimes.
Because you guys came in, I mean, the Thunder Rangers came in blasting, dude. Like you guys, you came into the scene ready to take people's heads off, which was pretty cool to see. Because we saw the Green Ranger do that earlier in, when first Power Rangers came up, that he was the bad guy, right? But he joined the team.
It's kind of a throwback to that.
And you kind of have a throwback because that didn't, it was something that it was not being done a lot. You always just had the 6th Ranger join the team.
Right, always from the start, from the beginning.
Yeah. But you guys killed it.
Yeah, thank you.
Since Ninja Storm, you've taken a variety of roles, correct?
Yes.
Like you've done some other things. Is there a character or project outside of Power Rangers that really challenged you or changed the way you approach your craft?
Well, I would have to probably lean into my latest film that I just finished doing. I shot it with Andrew Stanton, who was the director. He did Finding Nemo.
Yes.
And what's the other one he does? Finding Nemo.
I know him for Finding Nemo. Unfortunately, that's where I'm stuck.
Yeah. Oh, and Wally. Yeah, Wally.
Oh my God, Wally!
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, he won.
I totally forgot about that.
So he's a great storyteller, and I had to do 4 hours of makeup. I play a Neanderthal.
Yeah.
And it's 3 storylines: our beginning selves, ourselves now, and our future selves. And there's a thread that ties the storyline. I'm not going to ruin it for you.
No,
but
yeah.
That ties it all throughout. And I play a flute in it. I got to be a composer for one of the songs on it. So it's going to be.
So you're also doing music.
Yeah, I got to. Well, my character plays the flute.
How long have you done music yourself?
Well, yeah, I do a little bit on the side.
Okay.
For this particular one, my character played in the scene, and then they turned that into a track.
That's nice. And where are going to people be able to catch this?
Hulu bought it apparently, so hopefully it'll be dropping.
Well,
soon.
you know that Hulu just got. Now they're entirely owned by Disney.
Well, there you go. So
it comes full circle because wasn't your show on Disney? Well, a Disney property?
Yes. Well, this funny thing is Disney produced the movie as well. Yeah. And it was funny because when I was working with them, getting the job, I was like, oh, cool. They came back. It's like full
everything
circle
just came back in full circle. You're back in the fold with them.
Yes, sir.
The Power Ranger community is one of the most supportive and loyal out there. What's the most memorable or meaningful interaction that you've perhaps had with a fan?
I mean, I don't want to repeat what was said, but I've had fans come up. I mean, everybody struggles. Everybody has problems and demons and whatnot. But I think the most is somebody, and this has happened a few times, where people come up and said they were struggling in life or in a really low time, and either the show or part of the show were able to see them through it. And I got to say that blesses me when I hear that. You know, you wouldn't expect that to dressing up and playing around with your friends would have an impact. Because that's basically what we're doing. We're dressing up, playing around with our friends.
That's interesting because a lot of the time, as you're playing a person on television or whatever you're doing, the struggle sometimes is behind that TV, the person watching you. And whatever that kid is going through on a Saturday morning or whatever, they're able to escape that part of their life watching you. I totally get it. That's interesting.
And I mean, you know, now with the recent events of certain people passing, it's opened the dialogue. I think now a bit. I've full open conversations with people who are struggling now. Now we have that ability now. Where in the past it was kind of like in the quiet in the back. Now it's like, hey, you know, I'm here for you.
And I've said this in the past. There's a giant gap, you know, between like your season and where we stand now with like social media and everything. So it's easier for people to kind of like reach you. There's not that many steps to go through. Like if you happen to just read a message come through that was really impactful to you from a fan, that fan no longer has to go through like sending a letter to the studio or trying to find out if you have a P.O. box, you know?
I mean, and I'm sorry if you're out there. I found a box of old fan letters that had got lost in New Zealand.
No way!
And was sent to me. So I've got all some letters that I never knew I had to return.
Right, because they would have to send them out there.
Yeah, so if anybody out there wrote a letter to me when you're little...
Don't hate the man. He's not really a bad ranger.
I read it. I love you.
Really quickly, the Thunder Rangers had a really interesting journey from rivals to heroes, as we mentioned before. What do you think makes Blake and Hunter's story so memorable? Because me watching it again as an adult, I was like, whoa. You know, like this is interesting. So what was for you?
I think, you know, tapping into foster children that we're, you know, that was a big deal. That's a big deal to have that.
That's a big story arc.
It brings
our
the chemistry of our brothers together. You know what I mean? And then you add in motocross.
Motocross. Yes, if that doesn't make you badass.
I mean, ninjas, all the colors, monsters, motocross, skateboarding. It's like,
did Disney allow you guys to do anything, any stunts or anything like that?
We had a little kind of a workshop on the motocross. The guy goes up on the sand. He draws a line in the sand.
Yes.
He's like, I want you to drive up to this and brake. So I started to turn it over, and I go up to the line. And all of a sudden, my hand just goes. I just open it up.
Nice.
The next thing I know, I'm matching the waves going down, like the salt water. Like I'm screaming, and I'm just like, I'm like, it was the best.
Was they use it as a shot? Like, did they keep it in?
That was just training.
That was just training. Okay.
Yeah, I came back, and my stunt coordinator is standing there. He's like, "Don't you ever do that again."
Oh my gosh.
But I know why you did it. That was awesome.
Well, thank you again
Thank you.
for being part here of our show, letting us know that you're working on something really cool and interesting, right? With keep your eyes on Hulu and Disney and all of that.
In the blink of the eye.
Yeah, there in the blink of the eye. Where can people like follow you and support you?
Jorge Vargas Jr. official on Instagram. I'm up there. Yeah.
Okay.
And Facebook, same thing.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you again, Jorge. I appreciate you.
Right.
Stay tuned. We got
Take
way
care.
more videos coming here at RangerStop and Pop. My name's Alex. Subscribe, like, share. Thank you all. Have a great one.
Thank you. Bye.